Welcome to Boundless B, the Hemophilia B podcast, the podcast standing with you from a family like yours, presented by the Coalition for Hemophilia B and in partnership with Balancing Life's Issues. In this second episode of our World Mental Health Day series, we explore how connection, even in the smallest amounts, can make someone feel seen and valued. Emotional wellness coach Latisha B shares how authentic check-ins and deep listening build community one moment at a time.
Think about a moment when someone looked at you and genuinely asked, "How are you doing?" Maybe it was a coworker, maybe it was a friend, or even a stranger. So the question is, did they pause to really wait for the answer, right? Or did they go about their day? The one question can transform that ordinary exchange into something so much deeper. Connection doesn't require those large speeches, right? It often just lives in those small gestures. Those gestures of how are you doing and then waiting for the response. Those gestures of just simply connecting and checking in. Hi, I'm Latisha B. I'm an emotional wellness coach and consultant. Welcome back to this series celebrating World Mental Health Day. Today in episode 2, we are focusing on the small, culturally neutral ways to strengthen connections at work and in our communities. Some of the things that we want you to think about, right? The things that we challenge you to think about is checking in without pressure. Right? A warm greeting, that quick pause to just listen, or even just saying, "How is your day going?" Creating spaces for people to feel seen and heard and valued. Not just simply saying, "How's your day?" and then moving about, but just simply saying, "How can I help you solve this problem?" You're simply showing that you care. Maybe someone came to you and said, "Man, I'm challenged with something about my day." But you stepping back to say, "Hey, how's that thing going?" Right? How can I better support you? It's expressing the appreciation. It's recognizing that it's not about waiting for that big project or that big milestone, but every morning you just doing a simple check-in. "I noticed the way that you handled that meeting," or "Thanks for jumping in today and helping me with that," right? It's reinforcing trust that signals the effort that they are valued. Their situation was heard. It's bridging across differences, whether it's cultural or background or the life experiences that we all deal with. Curiosity and non-judgmental listening opens the door. Let me say that again. It's curiosity and non-judgmental listening. That's what opens the door. It is asking, "Tell me more about how you saw this," right? Or helping me understand the different perspectives. That is what builds the stronger bonds and assumptions day to day. Here's a challenge. Before this day ends, check in with someone. Check in with genuine concern. Not the quick, "How are you?" What's expected in that one-word answer, but a question that shows you're willing to listen. Notice their body language. Notice how it shifts when they realize that you actually care and that you actually took the time to ask, "How are they doing?" Even the smallest check-in can make someone feel seen. Practicing the pause and the breath and the recharge. That's what matters. I'm Latisha B.
Thank you for listening to Boundless B, the Hemophilia B podcast, the podcast standing with you from a family like yours. This episode of Boundless B, the Hemophilia B podcast, presented by the Coalition for Hemophilia B, is made possible in part by the support of CSL. We thank CSL for their continued commitment to the bleeding disorders community.